YouTubers, so today's video is going to be part 2 of deployment advice. If you haven't seen part 1, I will leave the link in the description so you don't have to miss out on any of that good advice. So without further ado, let's get started. Like I said in my previous video, I am very sorry if your spouse is deployed or about to be deployed. I know this is a very rough time in anyone's life and it is not easy. So hopefully my advice can help you out in some kind of way or help someone that you know that their loved one is going to be deployed. The first thing that I'm going to recommend is a gift that I received. Thank you so much, Cody. This is probably one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. She had this custom made necklace for me. It's going to take a second to focus, but there's 2 clocks on there, one for his time and one for your time. You can find these on Etsy or you can make them yourself. You know, you can get the little clock from Hobby Lobby. She just had like little Hello Kitty emblem made on there for me, and wearing this helped me out so much. Like I felt so much closer to him, knowing what time it is, where he's at. This also is a really good idea if you have kids or if you don't, to have 2 separate clocks in your house, and then you know you could have Afghanistan time or wherever they are, and then how many days are left. There's a lot of fun, you know, ideas on Pinterest to kind of make the time go by faster. You know, some people don't want to count down the days because it makes them feel like it's taking longer. So this is really just a preference, but this really helped me out. I absolutely love it. Definitely recommend. Sending care packages is definitely a must whenever your loved one is deployed. So getting boxes is pretty easy for the most part. You can go to your local post office and they should have like a pile of different flat rate boxes that you should just be able to go in and take. Now, if you don't have time or you don't have a post office near you or you just don't like going out in public, you can actually order the boxes for free off the website, which I will leave down below in the description. And it takes about 2 weeks to get to your house. This is what it comes in, like a big bundle. I already used some of my boxes, so mine isn't wrapped anymore, but it's really tightly wrapped. And the thing is that's really cool about the newer boxes is on here they actually have the label for you to write the address, the APO and everything, so you don't have to actually get the form. They're free. So I think this was like 20 boxes that they sent me, and like I said, free. You can't beat that. If you want a lot of boxes in bulk and you don't feel like going and taking them yourself, you can just have them sent right to your house. I don't know if all the boxes have that pre-printed label on there that has, you know, where you can write the APO address. If they don't, there's this little form that you can get from the post office. It has every little block of where you need to put the information in. I had no idea how to fill this out, so I just brought this to the post office like the day before I was gonna send it, and I asked the lady, hey, can you help me so I don't fill it out wrong? And the person at the post office should have no problem helping you fill out all the information. So you're either gonna have to fill one of these out with his or her APO or fill it out on the actual box. I never filled out the information until I actually got the hang of it, because I decorated each box on the inside and I really didn't want to write on the box, mess it up, and then have to have another box decorated. Don't be afraid to ask questions at the post office. They're there to help you. It's pretty simple on how to send it. When you're sending packages, depending on where they're gonna be at, just be careful not to send it right before they move somewhere. So if you're sending it and it might take a couple weeks to get there, you don't want to send it and then they move and then it gets sent right back to you. Be careful what you send. Don't send like things that can expire easily, or something that, you know, if you baked fresh cookies or something and it might take a couple weeks to get there, they might not be so freshly baked anymore. Just be aware that get in a routine. You're kind of gonna know how long the box takes to get there once you start talking to your significant other, and just be mindful that sometimes things get sent back, so just be prepared for the worst pretty much. I had no idea about all the free things that you can kind of get with deployment stuff or military stuff or whatever, I found a website that you can order welcome home banners, the little signs in the yard that you can, you know, have the little sticks, all kinds of stuff, and everything is free. All you have to do is pay shipping. I will leave that link in the description below. Also, I ordered my husband's welcome home sign, and just so you can see how big it is, okay, compared to me. Ooh, ooh. So I got My Hero is Finally Back. Welcome home, JR, which is down there. As you can see, it's pretty big. I mean, it's kind of, you know, let's say to the ground. It comes like up to my mid under boob area. They have different designs that you can choose from. Different colors, different font. This is the one that I came up with, and I think I want to say I paid, don't quote me on this because it's been a while, but I want to say I only paid $12 in shipping. Now this is going to depend where you are exactly, but it got there fairly quickly, and like I said, there was other options of things that you could order if you want to decorate your whole yard. It's definitely awesome that they offer free stuff, and it's made out of the really thick kind of rubbery weatherproof material, so it can get wet and it will be fine. It will survive.
I had like a whole list of things in my head that I was gonna say, and now I'm like drawing a blank. What do you think, Chucky? What am I forgetting? This straw is too short for this bottle.
I feel like one of the most important things I can tell you is not to compare your husband or significant other to someone else. When I say that, I mean if, let's just say you have a really good friend and your husbands are deployed together, for example. She gets phone calls and you don't on certain days, or, you know, she gets to talk to him or Skype with him a little bit more. Everyone is different. It doesn't matter if they work together. It doesn't matter. Everyone has different jobs, different things that they're responsible for. Your significant other will contact you as soon as they can. Do not get jealous. Do not get angry at your significant other like, well, such and such husband called her 3 times or whatever the case may be. Don't compare your situation to anyone else's, because even with the advice that I'm giving you, it could be totally different than what you're gonna experience. A different place, time, people, everything can be different. Just be patient with your loved one and just trust them. Trust them that they will tell you everything that you need to know and when you need to know it. My next piece of advice is don't go posting things on social media. Social media. Don't post dates, times, or places. If your husband's leaving on a certain day, don't post it. If your husband's coming home on a certain day, don't post it. I wouldn't even post locations, especially specific locations, because if your husband's coming home and someone posts dates, times, places on Facebook or something, he might not be able to come home for maybe a week later because of that post. They will find out. I don't know how. I mean, I don't know if they have cameras or they are in your phone. I don't know, but just don't do it. You're gonna be really upset or frustrated if you or someone else is like, oh, well, my husband's coming home at this time, at this place, from this airport, da 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 da. Just don't do it. It is so not worth it. It is not safe. Please don't do it. A life hack that really helped me out that you might already know about is the one trip grocery haul-ish thing. What am I trying to say? If you have a lot of groceries and nobody to help you and you only want to do one trip and not put bags like all on your arms and on your neck and on your feet and just drop things and break things and be upset, get a laundry basket, the one that is like horizontal with the handles. Stick all the groceries inside, carry it with the handles straight inside, one trip, bam. you are good to go. That pretty much wraps it up for part 2 of deployment advice. If you have any questions for me that I can do my best to help you out, leave them in the comment section below, and I will leave all of the links that I mentioned in the description box. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.